Welcome back to Triple Take Podcast with your host, Kian Lynch.
Kellen Man.
And Torrin Carter Brown.
All right, and today, as you can see, we don't really got an interview today, but we do have one within our own, Kian Lynch with Lacrosse. How you doing, Kian?
I'm good. How are you guys?
Pretty good. All right, so, you guys have been having a pretty slow start to the season. You guys are young, obviously slow start. You want to talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, for sure. Definitely a slower start than our past seasons. Obviously, we have, I think we're 3-2. So, I mean, we haven't had a two loss season in over, I don't even know how many years. So obviously that's kind of rough, but we're in practice, working on it every day. As you said, we are a really young team, so obviously we're gonna go through some losses to get to the point we need to be at. But yeah, we lost to Millard West for the first time ever this year, and so we already lost to Waukee, who we lost to last year in the state championship. So it's just like games like that. I think that they're honestly good for us to obviously it's not good to lose, but we learn off of them, and we're able to get better off those losses.
Yeah, speaking on having a young team, what did you guys do to get those young guys ready during the off season for the varsity level?
Yeah. So a lot of players play hula, which is like kind of a prep in like metro area, like select team, which you go in KC, you go like all over and play in the summer. So doing that, also kind of getting guys conditioned, winter conditioning. We're here in the mornings at like 6 a.m. conditioning. So it's really just getting our bodies prepared more on the physical side of things, kind of just to go straight into season and be more prepared than other teams.
Yeah, I think going back to those losses you said against the Millard and Waukee, what do you guys think you could have done differently to change the outcome of those games?
I'd say, honestly, like mindset. A lot of the times after those goals, like guys were getting down on themselves and kind of, when that game gets to a 3-goal reach, lacrosse is a really quick scoring game. Like 3 goals can happen within a minute and a half. So kind of seeing that as, the game's already put away. So, people were getting down on themselves. And I think that just like staying with it and really like being there. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Now for some kind of personal questions. What do you say is your like pregame routine? I would say like what do you do to get you fired up and stuff for the game?
Yeah, so we obviously have like team warm ups and like we have the team speaker, but whole time I have my headphones on. I'm listening to my music, so I just kind of have my songs. I'd say I don't think it's really like a food or really a thing. I just kind of roll out while listening to music, and I think it's really just the music that kind of gets it going for me.
Yeah.
Speak of what that music is. It's your genre.
It's like tribal music. I'm not even kidding. It's like drums and like it's just like upbeat, like just really like intense. Just because it like gets me moving, it gets me like amped up. I feel like.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
Who's been keeping along this personal kind of side of the questions? Who's been a really big motivator through your career in lacrosse?
Yeah, I'd say both of my brothers. Both of them, like, we didn't really start playing lacrosse in my family until my oldest brother started playing. And, seeing both of my brothers play lacrosse at prep, and then both of them, Owen went on to play at Nebraska, and then Liam's playing at Loyola Chicago right now. So just kind of seeing them, like, play and succeed and seeing, like, what it can do for me, I'd say that they really, like, help me. And whenever I have questions or whenever I, like, have worries about it, I can kind of just go to them because they've already been through the situation that I'm going through.
Going back kind of a little bit, who got you started in lacrosse? Like, I know you just said you got the inspiration from your brothers, but did your dad start you early, or did you join kind of late?
Yeah, so I started playing Will Treadwell. Some of you guys know he moved this year, but really, really good athlete in lacrosse. His dad and himself were like really getting at me in 8th grade and getting at my dad because they had like a feeder team called the Baby Jays, and so they were trying to get at me like all season, just getting me on the team. But I wasn't really interested in lacrosse. Like, I'd never played it before. I didn't really know much about it. And then late in the season, like right before playoffs, I joined, and then we won that year. And I'd say, it was really just like my dad talking with Will Treadwell's dad, and like them just constantly like talking to me about it and kind of like filling me in on what I need to know about it.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna take a few steps back here. Talking about those young guys on the team, who do you see as like really thriving right now? Who do you see making a big step up on the team?
Yeah, for the young guys, I'd say Rafe. So Rafe's a freshman. He came in from Georgia, I think. Yeah, Georgia. I'm pretty sure it is. Yeah, he's really good. He's about like 6'5", 6'6". So it's really it's really obvious when there's like a super tall dude on the field, and he's not like a stick either. So it's just like I can see him being very dominant. He already is obviously really good, but I think as a freshman starting on a varsity team, especially a team like Prep, I think that he'll be something when he's older.
On the team right now, who would you say you have the most chemistry with?
Oh, right now, I'd say like mentally, I'd say like Gavin Hogan, but he's our goalie, so it's like kind of you don't really have like I'm not throwing the ball to the goalie ever, but I would say honestly like Charlie Belay or Thomas Walsh, like some of those guys, because like Colin Corrigan, because those are the guys that I talk to like off the field as well, and then on the field I'm very close to them. Like I'll be on the field at the same time as Colin, and I'll be on the field at the same time as Gavin and Charlie. So I think that I can kind of like trust them, especially when I'm taking face-offs, and those are my wing guys. I feel like that really builds the trust and the chemistry because we kind of work on that in practice, and we're always just kind of closer to each other than some of the teammates.
Yeah, then we're on the team side still here. Who has been like who's like been a decent team captain is what I'm trying to throw out here.
Yeah. Thomas Walsh, I would definitely say. He's a junior. He's our only junior captain. The others are seniors, and he's our speaking captain, so like lead captain, I guess. But yeah, I would definitely say him. Like he's definitely taking the role and taking it very seriously. Like he's always, keeping the team motivated, keeping the team up in practice, but also very intense and hardcore. Like, I mean, yesterday we have like our conditioning at the end. We have helmet runs, and like, I mean, when all the groups are done and there's one guy left, he's the one that's cheering them on. He'll be running with them at the end. Like he's always telling us to go 100 until the end. So I would definitely say Thomas Walsh because he's definitely motivating guys and very loud part of the team.
Lastly, I would say, what's a personal goal you have for yourself this season?
This season, I joined late, so I'm still kind of getting the groove. But I would say, my goal is to be very successful with face-offs because that was the part that we were kind of lacking or not succeeding in. And so now that I'm joining and taking those, I would definitely. I think I want to be able to benefit the team as much as I can with those face-offs with, as little as they can do, I'd say.
All right, that's going to wrap it up for today. Give a round of applause to Kian. Thank you for stepping up here. Going to wrap it up. Thank you.
We'll see you guys next week. Thank you.